One of my favorite entry models. I let the gold make it moves on New York, either go up or go down, doesn't matter. So I wait patiently. A lot of people will get liquidated, like take on out everything. Okay, so then our time New York is gonna shut down. There is a beautiful volume which comes in. Assume a lot of buyers are in one phase. Sellers will start coming, and these sellers are beautiful. There won't be any pullbacks. There won't be any retracement. I'll just enter the trade, hold it till Tokyo, and I exit. So this will give me like 1,000 pips.
Hi all. So today we have a very special guest in our podcast, none other than Anandha Rajan FX, and he is a great trader, as all of you know. And we are going to get some really good, valuable inputs from his side on his trading journey, as well as the aspects that he looks into that makes him a profitable trader. So welcome to our podcast, Anandha Rajan. So thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for the invite.
So let's start off by asking some very commonly sought after questions that generally the crowd would have. So first of all, let me ask you this: like, what brought you into trading? Like, why did you get into this field?
I really like, of course, money. Money is something which everyone loves, and trading has its risk, but the leverage and the profits you can make is immensely huge for the effort you put in. So there, it was very lucrative. So I got into trading mainly because of that, and it had the freedom of you making money from anywhere in the world. So that was another thing. So these two things were main reasons.
So basically, you got into markets for the money. But how was your initial journey? That is, as you said, everybody jumps into the markets for making quick money. But how was it for you in the initial
So for me, it was it was around 2013. I knew the markets from 2013, but I didn't know anything else. So all I knew is one guy called me up. He just deposit $100 and you can trade. I just deposit $100, made $50 next day. So and I withdrew. So I knew it works. Then I lost eventually, like in the next couple of weeks. Then kind of learned it here and there, but I was not very successful. And back then trading was very small. No one knew nothing, and all I learned was this from this website called babypips.com. It is still I recommend to anyone
Yeah.
who's starting. Then I left. I started job around 2016. I was trying out again. I had a very lucky run from 200. I was made around 16,000 US dollars. That time my job was paying me around 3,000 US dollars yearly.
Okay.
So this money was like big money for me, but risk management, nothing was in place. I just lost it in 3 days, 16,000. Then that was very painful. So I completely quit trading. Around 2022, I got to know about Profirms. But this time, a lot of people have traded, a lot of education videos were there. So started trading Profirms. I was successful from almost from the first month. I made good profits. So I continued trading Profirms. Slowly, I built my system on live trading as well. So I've been continuously trading for the past 3 years. I think I've done overall 150 US dollar, 150K US dollars from CFD Profirms, and almost 100,000 plus from futures Profirms in the last 1 month.
Last 1 month itself.
Futures.
So, may I just ask you this question? So, if you have to just go back to your initial days, so you, after trading for these many years, you would have actually come to a conclusion that, yeah, these were the initial bunch of mistakes that I used to make.
Yeah.
So, for the fellow traders out there who are starting off right now as a beginner, so what are the tips that you would like to give?
The first is be ready to lose some money. That
Okay.
see, some people think that they'll come around with like 10,000 rupees and I'll make to 1 lakh, 2 lakh. It is possible, but the sacrifices you have to make will be like initially 1-2 lakhs just to learn how the system works. Mostly, it's not the strategy. Strategies are good, but it's mostly your greediness and your psychology towards trading. So some people will take 10,000, 20,000 rupees losses and they'll just not come to trading. Then how will you ever recover? Correct. So the mentality to come back again trade requires good, first of all bankroll or bank balance or money you have left with, and also the mindset to take repetitive losses but still try in the market. So that is something which I really recommend to people. Don't come in the hopes that you will from initial money you will make money. It doesn't work that way. Initial money you will lose money, but that's a lesson for you. So try it as like a fees for it. Even in education or work, you have to initially put in some effort. Degree what you spend will only give you returns later on. How come trading is not different? So have this in mind. Trading is not quick way to get money. It's possible, but it requires sacrifices.
Got it. So currently, what are the segments that you trade in? Like, what all products do
So
you trade?
I'm primarily a gold trader. I used to trade currency, but I figured out my niche. I figured out gold is a perfect asset for my kind of characteristics on trading. So and my edge I figured out on gold. So I decided to stick to gold. So you have to identify yours. For some people, Euro USD work well. Some people GBP JPY works well. So I feel you have to identify your edge first. And so prop firms are very good right now. So where simple, you can leverage it to make good capital, but again it comes with rules. So you have to adhere for each and every rules for on different firms. A lot of people don't assume, don't even think they should listen to them. See, they are giving you money, right? So you have to at least trade by their rules. So build a system where you can be profitable, they can be profitable. Okay, then if you want to trade, I trade my live capital as well. There is no one is not going to tell you can't hedge, you can't martingale, you can't HFT. No one is going to tell anything. You just trade whatever you want.
Whatever the way you
So
want.
I trade my live capital the way I like it. Now futures firms are equally good, but again the leverage offering is incredible, but the accounts are a little bit on the expensive side. So make sure if you are able to afford it. So I trade all three currently, and I trade very differently on all three. So that's pretty much where I'm right now.
So one question that I want to ask you is, as you said, like you figured out that your edge is basically in gold.
Yeah.
So generally, when people start off, so for example, we see there's a lot of people who start off trading in crude who just get stuck with crude oil trading. There are people who start with silver or gold who will just trade silver or gold till the end of their trading career. So what I want to ask you is like, did you explore all the other segments or all the other asset classes before you settled on with gold?
See, I have traded currency pairs, Euro USD, GBP, JPY, USD, JPY, but I felt gold gave me the highest returns and highest pain also. So, see, trading is very time driven. Some people like to trade hold positions for months. So, good for them. I don't like to hold position for months. For 2-3 hours trades is good for me. Whereas gold will definitely give the return in 2-3 hours, or it will either hit your stop loss and give you the pain in 2-3 hours. So the timing is very good in gold, and it has more aggression towards the market. And the movement, whatever it makes, it kind of I was able to not predict it basically, react to it.
Got it.
Then I decided full on gold. Yes.
So could you just give some insights about your trading system? Like I would like to focus more on the risk management. Like how much risk do you take on your accounts? Since
Okay.
you said majorly that you're trading a good significant figure on prop firms.
Yeah.
Like how do you size your risk across
Okay.
trades? Like do you take constant risk or do you take
See,
variable?
okay, it depends on the firms again. Some firms do have, like, for an example, evaluation phase, they are okay with whatever risk they take. So I take whatever risk I can in my bankroll. The first thing is I decide my bankroll well. Assume if I'm going to trade that prop firm, I make sure that this much money I'm going to invest in this prop firm. I look at the ROI perspective, whether like how are their rules. If I'm investing $1,000, can I make at least 5x returns out of them in a month's time or 2 months time? Then I'll buy that firm. Otherwise I'm not going to invest my time in that firm. First thing is that. Second thing, I would understand the rules completely. Okay, evaluation phase, they have this rules. Live, they have this rules. So I devise my trading, stop loss, risk management, everything based on that particular firm. A lot of people cry, my stop loss hit, slippages are there, commissions are there. Bro, it's your job to, as a
Correct.
trader, it's your job to figure out that they are giving funds. That is only a big thing for us to trade. So a lot of people are like, no, slippage happened. Then reduce the risk. Gold is your asset, so slippage might come because of market volatility. If you are risking at 2.5% and slippage is hitting at 2.8, risk 2%. So you have to plan that well. So do a trial couple of accounts, understand that firm. So this is something which I do. For an example, any firm I take, I go through their rules. If for an example, if assume an X firm is in challenge phase, you can risk only 3%. My per trade risk will be 2.5.
Okay.
For sure, I will go very aggressive on challenge phases. Live, I change exactly opposite, because live, it's my money also, right? Like there is a possibility for me to make money, so I will either go for 1% fix it, and I'll try to make some profit. But mostly, I'm a trader. If it's my money, I want to withdraw it.
Got it.
So I just lock my payout. In case if that firm is allowing me 3 accounts, so I purchase three. I trade one, lock my payout, trade the other two, lock the payout, and somehow combine and take 5%. So invest $1,000, I'll take around $5,000 in a month's time. Then it's free roll, right? Literally, you have taken the returns on that particular firm, and whatever you're doing is free roll and probably build your portfolio there.
Got it. So basically, what you look forward is in the case of the challenge phases, you go a little bit more aggressive.
Yes.
Now, once you get the live account, you basically size down your risk.
Yes.
And then you trade with generally with constant risk.
Yes.
Once you cover up for the fee that you have paid for the account, then again you go aggressive.
No, live, I would personally trade 1% every single time, because it's actually live capital. There is an opportunity. You reach there. There is an opportunity to make money every 14 days or 7 days or 5 days. LivX, I think 5 days. So every 5 days you can make a profit, right? Why do you want to spoil that and go back to trading the challenge phases again? So live, I would protect it like a golden egg. So challenge phase, I will go little aggressive, but I make sure I am bound within the rules where I'm not getting like eliminated out of the program. So I make sure of that.
Got it. So now the next question I just want to ask you. So since we spoke about the risk part, now let's speak about the reward part. So do you follow any fixed risk reward ratios on your systems, or is it also variable?
So depends on the entry model. Some entry model assume gold has fallen. For example, so one of my favorite entry models, I let the gold make it moves on New York, either go up or go down, doesn't matter. So I wait patiently. A lot of people will get liquidated, like taken out every time. Okay, so then our time New York is gonna shut down. There is a beautiful volume which comes in. Assume a lot of buyers are in one phase, sellers will start coming, and these sellers are beautiful. There won't be any pullbacks, there won't be any retracement. I'll just enter the trade, hold it till Tokyo, and I exit. So this will give me like 1000 pips.
Okay.
So I will reduce like probably if I take one lot, I'll take 0.25 lot and capture $2,500 in profits. Whereas in London, it just gives me 150 pips my entry model. So I'll probably take a 5 lot there and capture like same amount of move, almost $5,000, or 2.5 lot gives me same amount of profits. So you have to be like figure out some entry models for you, and what market is able to offer you, just take it and exit the trades.
Got it.
Because I'm an intraday trader, it works perfectly for me. I know traders who take trade and hold it for months, so for them it works. So identify your edge. That is why I told you, you have to understand your character so that you can trade your character.
So a general question, okay? So something that we generally realize is like people who are generally profitable in trading, they are also pretty much disciplined in their personal life. So what is that you have to comment on this? Because many a times people have this particular feeling that trading is something that you can actually sit in the car and do while you're actually watching a movie or something like that. So how do you relate trading success to discipline?
See, it is very much important. I'll give you an example. So when I was working full time, I was treating trading like a hobby.
Okay.
So monthly I was making like roughly like $6,000. Pretty much that's it. When I started treating trading as my full time, source, and where I can put a lot of effort, concentrating. Before I used to just take a trade, like just analyze for like 15 minutes, take a trade, and it rewarded me that much only. Correct? It rewarded me like $6,000, $7,000. Still a very good money. I'm very thankful, but for that much effort you got received that much. Now I completely moved to trading. I'm analyzing, probably have a very good setup. I'm disciplined when I'm taking trades. So it has rewarded. From 6,000 I moved to like 40 $70,000 range, because I'm more disciplined that way, where I look at market and I put a lot of effort on analyzing, a lot of effort on, not more time, but at least I'm not, see, 9 hours of job requires a lot of dedication.
Correct.
Okay, whereas here the 9 hours of dedication is going to trading. It's not 9 hours, probably like 2 hours, 3 hours. It's more than what I used to do. So that discipline has pushed me. Having a working space to work only on trading has pushed me a lot. So yes, it's directly proportional. The way you can control your emotions, the way you can control your anger, greed, everything is proportional to trading.
Very nicely put answer. So you are someone who actually got into full-time trading.
Yeah.
Because you were parallelly trading while you were working. And at some point in time, you realize that fine, now it's time for me to get into full-time trading and then quit my job.
Yeah.
But for you to reach that particular comfort level, I think it took you maybe like 2 to 3 years before you decided to get into full-time trading.
Like my mentality was like trading needs to be hidden. Like, see, again, parents, they don't understand. Like even the society, even my own friend circle, whenever I say like some trading, like they're gambling, they like something. So I tend to, no one knew that I trade, even my close friends or family or anything. So the actual issue, like actual people got to know about the funding whip interview. So whereas I think it was $80,000 in payouts, one of the top, at least in India. So that gave a good push towards the limelight, where a lot of people were hidden. They were not able to crack performs. They were not able to open a challenge. So that gave me a good boost. Then the moment I decided to quit job is when I moved to Dubai. Not moved to Dubai, I went to Dubai. Whereas people, not comparing, who are not maybe made like $3,000 in payout, $2,000 in payout, they were like so happy, not doing any work. I was like thinking, I have full-time job and I have done this much, and I didn't. So I thought I was limiting myself. So I actually decided to quit the job immediately. I just quit. Then I just came back and fully concentrated on trading.
Got it.
But again, I had very good backup. I had my bankroll ready. I didn't have any big commitments. So please don't quit the job just looking at this. So try to have good bankroll. Make your psychology should be intact. Your risk management, your strategy, everything should be intact. And at least have like 2 years of money which you can spend it on yourself and family ready.
So basically, your thumb rule would be that you need to have at least 2 years of backup money, and you need to you should not be having some major commitments, and then definitely your mindset and psychology should be apt enough for you to
If you had that money, your psychology will improve 100x. I'm telling you. So when you go into a trade, okay, you have 10,000 rupees and you're risking 1,000, you will be fine. But when you have 10,000 and you're risking 10,000, your psychology will be not fine. So this is very simple, and if you are applying it, I think it will be really helpful.
Got it. So one more thing I just wanted to ask you is, like, we understand, see, trading is that particular game, or trading is that particular profession where hardly like 2 to 3% succeed at the end of the day, just like in any other industry. So if I am to ask you, who cannot be a successful trader? That is, we know that trading is not everybody's cup of tea. So like from like there could be maybe like 100 people watching this video, maybe 1,000 or even 10,000 or even more than that. So out of the viewers out there, like if I'm to ask you, trading is not meant for person A or person X. So who is that particular person X who should not get into trading? That can be with respect to his capital, with respect to his mindset, or anything else. So what are the things that you feel?
Person who can't lose a single rupee should never come to trading and feel sad about it. For like, I know people who can't even lose like 100 rupees or give 10 rupees as a donation. No, they don't ever come into trading. That's not for you. Trading requires losses. Trading requires your capital getting zeroed out multiple times. That is what builds your character. The most successful traders I know have lost everything, built from scratch. Even if they lose $100,000 account, they're again surviving and getting back up and coming back to trading. But they should be able to not lose everything. They should be losing only how much they can. So this is very important. So if you can't risk or see your money go away, don't ever touch trading. That's not for you.
Okay. So basically, you're speaking about the people who can't take risk,
Yes.
or people who can't take calculated risk.
People who can't even take risks is the first thing. See, there are people who are like 100 rupees, it goes off, they feel very sad about it and the whole day goes off. So they should never come. And secondly, the option you told also is correct. I have seen people who made $100,000 in 2-3 months and they have went to zero just because they are not able to manage their risk. Once they make 100,000, they think, okay, now I can make a million in like couple of days, and they go without like calculating their risk, risking 25,000 US dollars on a single trade or a 50,000 US dollars on a single trade. So that also is not good. Greed, they have to fix the greed. The whole thing I would advise is understand what you require. So for me, I might require like 10,000 US dollars. So plan accordingly. Have a capital of 50 just for backup. Whenever you have the 10 or 5x, your mind, your trading will be perfectly fine. When you lose money, market is always there. Don't go taking more money on the same day. So our human mind, probably for me, 2 trades I'm done. I won't be able to look at charts or put lot of effort. But there are scalpers who are extraordinary, but for me, 2 trades I'm done. After that, whatever decision I make is completely gonna go wrong. So 2 trades and market is there always. So you can trade whenever you want, take back the money with profits also.
So on general, like how many trades do you usually get a day or a week for that factor?
So I have my setups probably every day, at least a trade I get, but I depends in which account do I take in my personal capital, do I take on my prop firm accounts, depends on the situation or where I stand. So usually prop firms, if I make some 2%, 3%, I will never touch it. It's one of my thumb rule. Whereas my psychology goes haywire if I see my profits go. So some people like to compound, but I am not the type. So identifying who you are is very important. So for me, what I do is I rotate the accounts. So if I have like 100k 3, I make 2%, 2%, 2%. I'll wait for the payout. Then I probably purchase in another firm, make money there, wait. As soon as I withdraw, then I go back to the circle. So this improves my psychology a lot. So I know traders who just have 100k, they'll just compound it and take a bigger payouts. So it's their working or their way of trading. So understanding who you are is very important in trading.
So I just do have a follow-up question. Okay. So there are many a times that people who actually approach us or who actually ask us whether I should basically take a $5,000 account, a $10,000 account, or a $50,000 account. So let's assume that we are talking about a instant account or like something like LivX Zero. So and this particular person who is approaching the market is a complete newbie.
Okay.
So what is that you would actually recommend them to go with smaller accounts or higher accounts?
So I would personally recommend them to go to smaller accounts because this is their learning phase. Okay. So there are two things. The first, beginner, he has to learn from smaller accounts, so he'll understand the rules. See, all prop firms has his own rules. Some drawdown, understand the slippage, understand the commission taken for the asset. A lot of people don't even care about it. They don't even read rules. Gold has a different commission. Euro USD has a different commission. Look for the swap fees, overnight holding, market open, gap up, gap down, how much slippages are there, how much market gap. They don't care anything. They'll just randomly go buy sell. Okay. First thing, you have to learn everything. Okay. Second thing, I would personally advise anyone is, for example, understand your budget. So at least have 10 accounts backup for trading. For example, if you have 10k, 10 accounts backup, go for 10k. Don't go for 50k and have only two chances there. The performance is more about probabilities. So the whole point is, if you have 10 chances at an account and you reach two on the live and you are able to make payout in one, you are actually requiring your amount spent plus in profit. So this is good way to go about it.
So that is like as you said, you would prefer 5 10k accounts over 150k dollar account.
Yes, if I had the money.
Got it.
So if I can afford 50k, yes, 10 50k is best because you are ready to leverage that and make money. But also you should be ready to lose that 10 50k's money also.
Got it.
If you can lose, go for it. You should be ready. You should have a backup of 10 accounts is what I advise always.
So in general, what is the kind of accuracy that you're getting? Because see, many a times when people actually get into trading, they have this particular very unrealistic accuracy expectations. So now you being a profitable trader, it would be definitely some good words of advice to the viewers out there.
Okay.
Understand like what is the kind of accuracy that you're getting, and was it the similar accuracy? Like what I'm trying to ask is like were you getting the similar kind of accuracy throughout your trading journey, or is it improving over time? How is it?
So right now in futures, I'm not boasting. There were a couple of firms I had 100% still accuracy, 100% because futures, the strategy, the way you take money is very different. Okay, so the simple in futures is like how I approach is I create a buffer and I just do minimum trading days. When you have the buffer of 10,000, $20,000, you can 150 is very easy. So that's how the win rate is. So I have win rate every single day. But in CFD firm, it's not like that. You don't have minimum. There are minimum trading days, but it's not fixed. So whenever you trade in CFD, the win rate tends to change more because you are risking a particular 1.2% or 3%. Whereas in futures, it's different. So CFD, I have around 60-ish%, and a risk to out of 1:2, 1:3, I'm profitable. In futures, since negative RR plays a lot of role.
Okay.
Whereas you have basically I have $10,000. All I have to do make is 150. I usually don't keep stop losses just for 150. Even if it goes 1,000, 2,000, if my bias is correct, I will just add more lots, average it, and make $150. So that way it's 100% right now. So I don't think it's a good parameter to compare the win rate for your winnings. I would recommend good risk to reward. Risking and the reward ratios needs to be very good.
Got it. So this is again a very general question. Okay. So maybe someone who's actually working for 5 years in the job, they would actually be seeing their salary increasing over time, or maybe they're getting a promotion in their job. Whereas with respect to trading, we usually see that particular many times I myself have actually met or interacted with multiple traders who are actually profitable, and they definitely hit some sort of a midlife crisis at some point in time. That is, they are not actually looking forward to scale up their risk. They're happy with what they have because they're making decent amount of money. So for you, what is success in trading? So what I just want to ask is, like, how do you define success in trading? Is it the money that you pull out, or is it the satisfaction that you get from doing what you're doing?
So right now, I don't know. I just trade for the like money is of course
Okay.
a good product. Right now, I think I'm moving into a phase where a lot of great. See, when I was trading, I no one knew that I was not even knowing I was like almost on the top list of prop firms list. When I came back to the social media, right now it's booming, and then I can see where I stand. So now future space is being very shiny, and a lot of outside Indian traders are doing good. So why not? I should step in and probably figure out. So for me, right now the goal is to make 1 million probably by end of this year, which is doable, hard but doable. Let's see if that's my current goal. Now coming to the money, yes, money is good, but again, how you put. So one thing I missed out was why I decided to be on social media is at least in the South Indian community there were not many good traders, legit traders. A lot of people, I felt they were scamming people by just luring them. Hey, I passed an account, I have this much payout. Study with me, or selling some course, or doing account passing services, which I was like, okay. Then I thought of doing mentorship, but it was draining too much energy for me. So why not, like, whatever I know, at least put it in a great form of content. So I speak Tamil, Malayalam, and English as well. Hindi I do speak, but there are already really great content creators from North India. So I thought of making contents on. See, I'm very introvert person, so but I am breaking myself to at least help the community. So that's what I'm currently doing. Let's see how that works out.
So in fact, you're putting out some really good content, and in fact, that is how we also connected.
Okay.
So now we spoke a little bit about the trading side. Now, on the other hand side, what are your hobbies? Like, what is that you seek outside trading?
So these days, probably I used to play a lot of video games, and I used to work for a gaming company. So it was a World Poker Tour, like poker gaming company. I love playing poker, but these days I'm not playing poker much, and mostly concentrate towards trading, and also building tech products around trading and content creation. So mostly that. Apart from that, like currently I'm not doing any physical activity. I should start that. So that's in place. And video games I play here and there. That's pretty much the life. I have two dogs. Mostly I spend time with them now. So pretty much boring life. Nothing very fancy. I'm not into crazy like super bikes or cars. Like just normal ones.
And another question that I have for you is, so you have spoke about what brought you into trading, correct? So do you feel satisfied with what you have achieved? So many times people have this particular greed that is like, once you maybe your initial goal was to maybe just make a $10,000 profit or a payout, and then it goes to 100K, and then later on it basically goes to 500K, or then to 1 million, and maybe then it goes to 10 million, 100 million, and so on. So
Money is a factor which always grows on your lifestyle. So I'm thinking of stopping my lifestyle at like at probably, like, I don't want to disclose the number, at X number. Suppose that I am looking at safe investments, probably retire and have a chill life. That's what I desire. For some people it's not that. Some people they want penthouse in Dubai or a lot of properties. I think I'm not meant for that. So probably if I make that X number, I'll slow down, just making content or doing something chill. Yeah, that's what I look for.
great. I think that's a very good answer to the point. So maybe let me ask you one final question. So we have a lot of viewers out there who you inspire, and traders like you definitely are the ones who are actually guiding them on the right path. So for them, what is this particular word of advice that you want to put up, like on getting started, scaling up, and on what to follow, what not to follow with
Okay.
to these kind of trading firms, let it be prop or anything else?
Okay. So the first thing is I would recommend identify whether trading is meant for you. As I said, if you can't stand losing money, don't trade. If you don't have money, please don't trade. Don't take money from friends. don't pool in money, don't sell your properties or anything, because once you start off with a heavy thing, you can never be like, your mind will be constantly worrying about that thing. A good mentor will definitely guide you and to the right path. So that is, to be honest, finding mentor is very very crucial, because uh, someone direct you on the right path, you will save a lot of time, like at least 6 7 months of time is saved. For me, when I started, every rule was a $500 mistake for me. For an example, right now, who I teach something in profums, I make sure don't hold trade overnight or look at the lot sizes, because every mistake was $500, at least $50 or $100 account size for me. So make sure you're able to get a mentor. If not, at least read the FAQ of a particular profum thoroughly. If you have decided to go with profums, then also once you make profit, make sure you spend it wisely. Don't reinvest everything in complete trading again. Spend something on yourself. It will be a reminder and like a trophy for you. Spend for something for your family, because that will motivate you to push harder. So whenever you take a payout, spend something and plan and reinvest. Don't put blindly everything into the same firm. Try to diversify. That's a good way to go about it. And if you are trading a single firm, read their rules, read their FAQs properly, and also read the reviews for that particular firm before you start, because a lot of firms do give payout. So make sure you're reading about the firms before you start buying accounts from them. Just because some influencer is promoting, please don't get it. So that's something which I personally tell everyone. You are the owner of your own money, because you have the power. They might promote because they had a good experience with them. You might not. So whenever you are spending, you are responsible for the money. Later, you should not complain that you, since you told I bought, bro. It's your money. End of the day. So that I personally recommend. And once you make profit, don't get greedy. Market is not always the same, so every time it changes, so try to adapt. Risk management is the main thing which will keep you afloat, not the RR, not the percentage of win or payout you have taken. If you can't control your profits, you will end up losing everything. So these are few things which I would personally love to tell everyone.